Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to configure a Radius server. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is get our two servers going. So got my server 1 and server 2. On server 1 we're going to go ahead and open up our network policy server. So let's go ahead and do that. Network policy server. Alright. So what we want to do is on the get started page, on the drop down menu, go ahead and click on that and then change it to Radius server for dial up or VPN connections. So we'll do that. And then click configure VPN or dial up link to start. So we're going to click on the link. So there's going to be a wizard coming up right here. Alright, so we got the configure VPN and dial up wizard. Now what we want to do is click on the virtual private network. Okay. And then we're going to leave everything else as it is and just click next. Alright. So then in the Radius clients window, we're going to click add. And now we're going to type in the name of our server and the IP address and all that. So let's go ahead and do that. So in the name for mine, I'm going to type my server name, which is 411 server 2.411 dom 1.local. Okay. And then the address bar, type in the IP, which is 10.11.1.2. And then we can use the verify button to verify and make sure we enter the correct address. So we can type that in. And then you'll just click on the right address, click OK. Alright, there we go. And now we're just going to type in the password. So, let's see, I'm just pause the video for a second. Alright, so I got the password typed in. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. There we go. Alright, so now we're done with all that. Let's go ahead and click next. And then in this window we want to make sure that our Microsoft Encrypted Authentication version 2 is checked. So it's already checked for us. We're just going to leave it. So go ahead and click next. So alright, so we're just going to go ahead and leave it blank here and click next. Alright, in the specify IP filters, you can add IPv4 or IPv6 inbound or outbound filters, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. Click next. And then on this window we're just going to click next as well. We're just going to leave the text boxes blank, but make sure that this before authentication remove the rel name from the username is checked. But just go ahead and click next and then finish. Alright, so we're done configuring that. Now what we can do is head over to our server 2 and configure our Radius and accounting. So we're going to go to figure 2 or server 2. So we're going to go to server 2 and click tools, routing and remote access, and then click server 2. And now we're going to go, let me just make this a little wider. So we're going to open the properties tab on server 2. So just right click it, open properties. And then we're going to click on security. So now in the drop down menu for authentication provider, click it, and then we're going to change it to Radius authentication. And then click the configure button. Alright, so here we're going to go ahead and click add. And then we're going to type in the server name. So my server name is going to be 411 server 1. Okay. Okay. And then click the change button, and now we're going to type in the password. Alright, click next again, or click OK, and then OK one more time, and one more time, I guess, till we get out of this. Alright, and then go ahead and exit out of this one as well, so just click OK. Taking a little bit. Gonna pause the video. Alright, so that closed. So now what we want to do is restart the routing and remote access console. So let's go ahead and right click on server 2, and then all tasks, and then restart. So it's gonna go ahead and restart and apply those changes. And while that's working on that, let's go ahead and go to server 1, and we're gonna keep working on this one here. So go to control panel, network and internet, network sharing center, and then set up a new connection, connect to workplace, use my internet VPN. I'll set up internet later. Okay, in the network address bar, you can type in the name of the server or just the address, 203.1.13.10. VPN connection, create. Alright, so there's my VPN. Gonna go ahead and connect, and then we're gonna connect with that user, VPN test 2. If I remember correctly, we're supposed to type in for 11 server 2 /VPN. Okay, and then the password. Whoa. And then it'll connect to the